You know, when I came into the industry, we were, in my mind, very, very patient-centric. We consulted patients when we were developing our protocols. I think that we have, to some degree, been distracted by the sort of regulatory hurdles that we have, the different needs in the disease areas too. And I think what's happening now is that pendulum effect, whereby we're actually realizing that we've been a little distracted on other things, and we need to give patients more time and more involvement into clinical development. So it's encouraging for me to see that through social media and other avenues today, that patients do have a voice, and they're making sure that they have a voice, and that we within the pharma industry really need to be more à l'écoute, or listening, as the French would say, to make sure that they are involved in the early stage. So I think the pendulum is swinging back to make us more patient-focused, and I'm reassured by what I've seen at PCT and other conferences, that patients are having that voice, and we will come back to them, and we will make sure that they are a key stakeholder, as they should be, in clinical development. I hear time and time again how we're introducing more technology into clinical trials. We talk about ECOA, which is E-Clinical Outcomes Assessment, where we're able to more easily get data from patients directly. You know, there's a lot going on in that space. And there are a lot of providers that are able to really focus in on the technology. When I listen to my colleagues in the industry, we have a challenge today because we're not very good at adopting technology and supporting that technology. So I think that there needs to be still some investment in efforts in terms of bringing that technology on board, and also trying to make it compatible with the systems that we have in place. So our challenge is that technology can be very, very focused according to the supplier, and we need to have things that are compatible with the systems that we have today, so that we focus on our patients, we focus on our people, and be able to support the patients, the investigator sites, and pharma people with the right user-friendly type of technology. If you look at the pharma industry over the last 10 or 20 years, we've entered into more and more partnerships and collaborations. Historically, it was pharma CRO. Then we had CRO in the sites, as well as pharma in the sites. I think that we need to take into account that our collaborations may become a little complex, but it also needs to involve the right stakeholders. So we need to have the pharma to pharma, we need to have the pharma to CRO, and we need to have the pharma, CRO and sites as well. And when I say sites, it's not just about the investigator sites, but it's about the patients too. So we need to be a lot more conscious and focused about where those relationships lie and what is our objective to make sure that we have the right stakeholders. We'll be talking more about the human-to-human relationship, because we can have all of the regulatory requirements, we can have all of the endpoints that we need in clinical trials, we can have all of the technology, but let's not forget who we are. Yeah? We're pharma companies and CROs and other providers with people who are working together for the best outcomes for certain patients in certain disease areas. So I hope that all the things that we're putting in place will support the relationship in any type of project or initiative to really make our lives better, both in a professional world as well as, in a personal world.